Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new Trenny & C. Today we have another list for you. We have the most recent statistics for the best-selling Scotch whiskey. So these stats are the 2019 stats. I recognize that the video is labeled 2020 because that is the year that the 2019 stats are published. Obviously, 2020 isn't finished yet, so the stats are not here for 2020. So we are going to go through our top 10, which starts with Bell's blended Scotch whiskey, and Bell's had sales at 1.9 million cases. So for every one of these rankings, we're talking about 9-liter cases of whiskey. The interesting thing for Bell's is that their market share dropped by 14.7% last year. Moving over to number 9, Label 5 blended Scotch whiskey comes in at number 9 with 2.7 million cases sold. They're up 3.5% in market share. They were at 2.6 million cases last year, so they're actually up considerably. Next, at number 8, you have Black and White. This is one that I'm not really that familiar with. I'm not really certain that it's sold in my region. They came in at 2.8 million cases sold, which was up 5.2% from last year where they sold 2.7 million cases. In at number 7, we have J&B Rare, 3 million cases sold, which tells you just how rare it really is. So 3 million cases is actually down 6% from the previous year, where in 2018 they sold 3.2 million cases. At number 6, Dewar's blended Scotch. Dewar's also sold 3 million cases, but the difference between Dewar's and J&B is that Dewar's is actually up 6.4% market share. So Dewar's went up from 2.8 million up to the 3.0 million. So they're doing well. Coming in at number 5, William Lawson's, which is a Bacardi product. William Lawson's at 3.3 million cases sold. That's down by 0.6%. So the stats show 3.3 million the year before. So just a slight decrease year over year there. In at number 4 is Grant's. Grant's a product I quite like myself. It's at 4.2 million cases sold. Big drop for Grant's this year, down 8.4% in market share or sales. In 2018, Grant's was at 4.6 million, down now to 4.2 million. At number 3 is Chivas Regal, or Chivas Regal, very well-known product from Pernod Ricard. That is at 4.4 million cases sold, again down in market share by 1.1%. The previous year, Chivas did 4.5 million, so little stumble there. In at number 2 is Ballentine's, again, well-known globally, another Pernod Ricard product. Ballentine's has done very well, 7.7 million cases sold, actually up by 4.6% year over year, because in 2018 they did 7.4 million cases sold. And you can see the leap from third place to second place. So the two lead horses really pull away, and that brings us to number 1. Probably everybody that knows their whiskey could have predicted that Johnnie Walker from Diageo would come in at number 1. 18.4 million cases sold. That's an insane jump from number 2 to number 1. However, Johnnie Walker is down 2.8% in sales. In 2019, they sold 18.9 million cases. So that's kind of interesting. Now, another topic that I wanted to touch on is that a lot of you will notice that there was not even one single malt Scotch on this list. So you have to go all the way down to number 16 to find the first single malt, and that's Glenfiddich from William Grant & Sons. Glenfiddich at number 16 did 1.5 million cases sold. However, Glenfiddich was up by 9.4% market share because the year before they did 1.4 million in sales. So the last whiskey that I want to talk about here, or Scotch I should say, is another single malt. People probably want to know where the Glenlivet lands on the list, and the Glenlivet actually lands in at number 20. Glenlivet sold 1.3 million cases in 2019, but they did also have a 6.8% market share increase, so up from 1.2 million in sales to 1.3. So the single malts, although they're down on the list, they're both moving up and progressing in the right direction. Thank you for taking the time to watch our list here. Please click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you for another list soon.